No, Mom, I have a real job. I make YouTube videos. No, you can make money from... No, listen, Google plays ads before and after videos. It is a real... Oh, Mom, well, whatever. Listen, my audience loves me. We're going to hit 80,000 subscribers this weekend. We're going to hit 80,000. This is huge. We're going to hit 80,000 subscribers. I mean, let me just look at my comment. I just posted a video right now. I'll read you a comment. Hey, I'm a great fan, but could you please do us a favor? Can you talk more about stocks? Because lately you've been only doing entrepreneurship, which I'm not complaining about, but I'd like to see some stocks. Mom, I'm going to have to call you back. Bye. What? It's been 4 days since I posted a stock market video. I'm going to have to get to work. Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about a stock I get so many questions about all the time in the comments section. A stock a lot of people are interested in. Is this one a buy? Is it not a buy? We're going to look at that. Its name is Under Armour, guys. Under Armour. Look at this one year to date. Year to date, this one's down around 40%, 40%, guys, and we're not even fully through the year yet. So this stock has been a disaster, and a lot of people want to know, like what's my opinion on this stock? Am I going to start buying it? Things like that. And believe me, it's a stock I track. It's one of the 46 stocks I track on a daily basis, guys. So we got to talk about all this. Today's video is brought to you by the wonderful people over at Financial Education. Make sure you check out their stock market investing mastery course, as well as a stock market membership group. And make sure for Halloween, instead of giving away candy to trick-or-treaters, give them an 11-part stock market course. That is what you should be giving those kids. Let's look at this, guys. So athletic apparel popularity is slipping. So they did a recent survey here, right? So overall, a third of teens say their favorite apparel brands are in the athletic category, down from more than 40% in the spring, okay? So basically, athletic companies in general, okay, the whole category is becoming less and less popular with teens. Why even care about teens? Well, teens make up a huge amount of the market out there, right? As far as buying clothes, we know teens grow, and so they always need to get new clothes. Someone like myself, I probably buy more clothes than the average guy, I won't lie, but at the same time, I really don't need to. I got plenty of clothes. Like when you're not growing and you're just the same size, like you can just wear stuff for a long time to come. However, teens, they're always growing. They're always, more and more popular things come out, and then they want to wear this and wear that. So athletic clothes have been waning on teens. It's become less and less popular. So if we look here, Nike is still the #1 preferred apparel brand for teens, but has lost share, falling from 29% of teens, ranking it as their favorite, to 23% now. Adidas and American Eagle Outfitters, which kind of surprises me, have picked up most of the share Nike has lost. Adidas has doubled its mind share, is now the #3 preferred brand, particularly popular with guys. American Eagle holds the #2 spot, but with a higher share this year than last year. So very impressive there. Now Supreme, this is a super overpriced brand, which has just locked up $500 million minority stake recently. This is growing super popular because a ton of famous YouTubers have been rocking Supreme, like Rice Gum and a lot of other super popular people, and it's in a lot of rap songs and whatnot. A lot of things that are influential on teens. Supreme has become very big in that. I don't know who the heck can afford that stuff. It looks so overpriced, it's insane. But anyways, Under Armour is again the #1 brand males classify as an old brand, okay, that they no longer wear. Piper Jeffrey notes among upper income females, Under Armour got only 1 vote as a preferred apparel brand. Only 1 vote out of, I think they did about over 800 girls, and I think it was over 800 guys. As a result, Piper Jeffrey analyst Erin Murphy, oh my gosh, just hearing that name scares me. That's the woman that's downgraded GoPro like 800 times, is lowering earnings estimates on her price target for shares of Under Armour. Oh gosh, Erin Murphy, I don't even want to get started there. They just announced they're going to have earnings coming out October 31st here, and we'll look at the latest numbers they came out with a couple months ago. First off, for a stock that's been doing so poorly, could they have picked a worse day to announce earnings? How scary on Halloween day. Oh my goodness. So let's look at the latest earnings this company came out with and see if there's anything to be excited about here. Under Armour shares reach record low, and they're lower than that actually now, as retailer cuts 2% of its workforce and trims 2017 sales outlook. Never a good thing. Under Armour reported a narrower than expected loss on Tuesday, along with sales that topped analyst estimates, earning per share of 3 cents versus 6 cents respectively, so that's a little better. Revenue beat by just a bit, but the retailer has trimmed its outlook for the full year and unveiled a restructuring plan that will result in about 280 job losses, okay? So whenever you're looking at any company, you got to think about what is that company's biggest customer, especially when it's a distribution type company like an Under Armour that it has to go through other channels. It's not like a direct to sales type company really, right? So let's think about some of its biggest customers. One would be Dick's Sporting Goods, obviously. One would probably be Amazon, I would assume. One would probably be, they do have some Under Armour actual stores. The other would probably be Sports Authority. Sports Authority filed for bankruptcy this past year. That was one of Under Armour's biggest customers. They had 460 stores at one point here. So that has hurt Under Armour in a big way, that bankruptcy there. And then we see its other biggest customer, Dick's Sporting Goods. Their shares have cratered recently on disappointing sales and poor outlook for 2017. Consolidated same-store sales came in at 0.1% growth. That's absolutely horrible. Far lower than the company's forecast of 2 to 3% growth, which isn't very good. Revenue did rise 9.6%. A lot of that was on the back of basically new stores and whatnot. Dick's has issued a softer profit outlook for the full year, emphasizing that the retailer will increase promotional efforts to protect market share. A lot of times when retailers decide they want to start cutting prices, a lot of times they go to the companies they're selling the products of, Nike and Under Armour, Adidas, whatever type of companies that is, and they'll say, hey, we want to do a promotion here. We're going to have to cut your guys' margins, and the company can either kind of go with it, or they can try to fight it a little bit, or they could potentially lose sales because of it. So a lot of times those other companies, they just go with it and they say, okay, well, we'll cut back our margins by 2% or whatever, and that way it kind of compensates a retailer a little bit on that side. So if we look here, the current quarter, they only expected 0.5% growth in sales, guys. That's awful. Now, next quarter is expected to be a very good quarter. The December quarter, they're expected to rise about 18.5%. We'll see if they actually hit those numbers. It's one question to have a big thing like that, but will they actually hit those numbers? We will have to see. So if we look at Under Armour here, on a trailing PE basis, it's at a 30. On a forward PE basis, it's almost a 33. And I hate it when a company is getting less and less profitable, which is essentially what's happened here with Under Armour. Under Armour made more money than the past 12 months than they're expecting in the next 12 months, which is never a good sign. So when I look at Under Armour here, it's absolutely a very interesting company to me. I mean, we're looking at it, you can buy this company, its market cap somewhere around $7 billion, right? $7 billion company. Phenomenal brand, but at the same time, can they get back to that real growth? If you're going to trade at a 30-something PE, you need to have, 10, 15, 20% type revenue numbers coming in. That's way too high of a PE if you're growing sales by 0.5% like they're expected to in this current quarter. So me with Under Armour, I'm just kind of watching. I'm trying to see, will this fall a little further and then maybe I get in, or are sales coming back and then maybe I want to get in? I'm just kind of watching it right now. I'm just an observer. There's nothing out there with Under Armour that makes me scream like I've got to get into this one right away, just because there's so much uncertainty. There's so much uncertainty with its biggest customers. Heck, one of its biggest customers just filed bankruptcy last year. The Sports Authority, like we talked about. Dick's Sporting Goods is not doing well right now. So when I look at the landscape, I'm just like, do I really need to be in this company right now? And a company that's supposed to grow 0.5% revenue this current quarter we're in. I don't think so. So for me, it's not the one right now, but it is a company I'm paying very close attention to. It is a company, if it gets maybe to a $13.50 or $14, maybe then I jump in and I say, okay, now at this point, the risk reward is within my favor. But right now, I just can't do it. And if I miss it, I miss it. And if it starts shooting up, that's great. And I hope all Under Armour shareholders do great. But for right now, it's just not the one for me, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. This covers the Under Armour stock crash. What do you guys think in that comment section? I want to know your opinion on Under Armour. Do you think this is going to bounce back? Do you think they're just kind of like a faded brand that's just going to be forever type thing, guys? I would love to hear from you in that comment section. Thank you for watching and have a great day.